Live from KSAT12, the news at noon starts right now.
A beef between two different groups of people has had more than tempers flying.
San Antonio police say bullets also flew when the groups got into a gun battle overnight in the parking lot of an apartment complex.
As Katrina Weber shows us, other people's homes were hit in the crossfire.
There was no coming or going with police and patrol cars blocking off the Merida apartments. They roped off the entire front section near Loop 410 and Starcrest minutes after someone had sprayed it with gunfire. Officers at the scene described it as a shootout between two groups of people.
It sounded like 15 of them plus two extra ones. Woke me up my sleep, I almost fell off my bed.
Ashley Perez heard the barrage of gunfire outside her window before 4 this morning.
I'm nervous and scared. I couldn't even go back to sleep.
Police say they found a 21-year-old man inside his apartment with a gunshot wound in his leg. They believe he ran back there after being involved in the disturbance. He was taken to a hospital. From what police tell us, there were bullets flying everywhere. This railing is dotted with markings like this for where some of those shots landed.
A bullet has no name. It aims anywhere it shoots. And it ricochets. It can ricochet off of somebody and hit a window.
It seems that is just what happened. Bullets from the crossfire shattered a sliding glass window on a random apartment and slammed into a wall nearby. Police say no one else was injured.
For people living out here, it's not safe for kids. So I think this is something to stop.
She says if this kind of trouble continues, there could be a different and even more tragic ending. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Investigators think an electrical malfunction is likely to blame for a fire at a home on the city's south side. It started earlier this morning, a little after 1, at a home on East Mitchell Street.
That is not far from Roosevelt Avenue. Firefighters say the fire started in a detached garage and then spread to the home that sits in front of that garage. 3 people inside the home did get out safely.
And a look outside with Trans Guide. Crews are still working to clear this.
Yeah, TxDOT says that a contractor hit an overhead sign with a crane early this morning just before 7 o'clock. And of course, there's construction going on in that area as well. And you can only imagine the traffic mess that's happening down there at 90.
Avoid this area if possible.
Yeah, that's lasting until about, started a little before 7, we said, and kind of like the weather. It started like 7 weeks ago.
It really did. It really did. I mean, guys, today will be our 49th 100-degree day of the year. We are already well on our way to the triple digits. Take a look outside right now. Clear skies this afternoon. 90 in San Antonio, still a touch humid out there. 96 is what it feels like, but later on this afternoon, the humidity is going to come down and you won't have to deal with a heat index value. In New Braunfels, 92 feels like 99. In Seguin, 92 feels like 97. And in Kerrville, 91. Not as bad as the feel like temperature out there, only a slightly humid up in Kerrville. But here's what we've got for the rest of the day. 101 at 2, 104 at 5 p.m. So when you're picking up the kids this afternoon, make sure that AC is cranking. It's going to be hot. The south winds at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Fire danger remains high. Sunsets at 8:15. At 8 o'clock, it's still going to be 99, and at 10 p.m., 92. All right, I am showing you a cool front moving through Texas right now. Now, we are not going to get down into the 70s, but this front is going to have a subtle effect on our weather tomorrow. It's still going to be hot. I don't want to get your hopes up, but we are going to have a small chance for rain tomorrow because of this front. I'll show you the details coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Sarah. A man accused of killing someone back in 2020 now has his life in the hands of a jury. Right now, they're deliberating, trying to decide if Giovanni Benjamin is guilty. Benjamin was charged with shooting 2 men at a Southeast Side apartment complex, killing one of them. According to the defense's closing arguments, Benjamin told police 3 gang members assaulted him and he feared for his life. That's why he says he started shooting when he saw a person come behind a building. He says he thought that man had a gun. The state says that Benjamin had intent to kill somebody, but killed the wrong person, which they say is murder. If the jury finds him guilty, they can consider 2 different charges, manslaughter or murder. Stay with KSAT 12 and KSAT.com once that verdict is in.
San Antonio City Council members will have their final say on the city's $3.7 billion budget proposal in mid-September. However, starting today, you can have your say on the city's plans. That plan includes money to add police officers, increase animal care services budget, and a rate hike for trash collection. City staff is hosting several budget town hall meetings to discuss the proposal. The first two are happening this evening. One will be at the Mission Branch Library on Roosevelt on the south side. The other is on the west side at the Alicia Trevino Senior Center. That's on Caliber Road. Both meetings start at 6:30 this evening. More meetings are scheduled throughout the week, including tomorrow and Wednesday. We've got a full list on KSAT12. During the latest Leading SA segment, City Manager Eric Walsh said the budget aims to prepare San Antonio for our growing population.
Making sure that we are laying the work out over the next 3 to 5 years that needs to be done, because we can't do it all in 1 year. But more importantly, making sure we have the resources and we're making the smart financial decisions as a city to be able to continue to afford and be thoughtful about how we spend that money. The balancing act is doing that from a growing community, but then also maintaining what we have.
That was just a part of the interview. You can watch the entire interview with Eric Walsh on KSAT.com. You can find it at the Leading SA segment on our website.
Southwest ISD celebrated the opening of a new mental health center where families and students can access services free of charge. We take a look at the new space and the impact it could have in the community.
This is definitely a response from COVID-19, and we know that mental health is a major issue and it's on the forefront of a lot of our conversations.
Community members attended the opening of the Southwest Care Center this morning, located on the Southwest ISD campus. Mental health therapist Priscilla Vomero says every room is different.
Neutral tones to really create like a calming space for students and families.
The spaces were created to serve the 14,000 students at Southwest ISD and their families.
7 therapists overall to provide their therapeutic services.
The center will offer free one-on-one counseling and group therapy sessions. Here, they will focus on everything from self-esteem and self-confidence building to coping with depression and anxiety symptoms.
We're ready to get started. We've been here all summer preparing these offices and spaces. So I'm honestly, this is just a dream come true.
Families can already call to make an appointment.
San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg kicking off the first day of school with a surprise visit to the Gardendale Early Learning Program. It's powered by Pre-K for SA. This morning, Nirenberg was able to welcome children and families during drop-off.
I can remember and certainly appreciate the anxiety of parents sending their children off, especially the first day of pre-K. So we're here just to encourage all the parents and make sure that they know they're coming to a great institution here.
The most exciting thing today is being here with these children. They're so excited. They're ready to go into school. I don't remember being like that when I was a kid, so I'm super excited that they're just so excited to learn and to grow.
Pre-K for SA Education Center serve 2,304-year-old children. This is just one of the schools that went back to class today. Right now on our website, we have a complete list for back-to-school days across the Alamo City and surrounding areas. Each district is also linked to the approved academic calendar for school year. It's all on our website, KSAT.com.
Southside ISD is back in session, and with the population, the growth, and the test scores, it appears to be a district on the rise. Max Massey joins us from Southside High School with what district leaders are expecting this year.
Guys, I'm here, and what so many students try to avoid, the principal's office. Principal of Southside High School joining me here. So, Principal, what are you excited for this coming school year?
Well, I'm excited for all the kids to come back. The new year is like a new beginning. Teachers look forward to it. It's a new way to start the year for working with new students, working with the kids who from the previous summer have matured, and now they're ready to get back to work just like all of us.
For the families, students, parents watching right now, what can they expect this year?
So we can expect, first when they come, we have some new security measures, so the metal detectors or something will be going through. That'll be the very first period, so that'll be brand new. We did it last year, last couple of days. We also have a couple new administrators, so that's exciting, new teachers, and we have a renewed sense of let's get it going and let's get back to work.
Okay, you guys continue to perform better and better year in and year out. How do you continue this educational performance?
Well, a lot of it is the support we get with the district. So within our curriculum directors, our CNI, our assistant superintendents, our superintendent, but we monitor our classes, especially our EOC and our STAR classes. And so we meet often with our teachers to look at the deficits that our students are having and what we can do to address those deficits on a weekly basis.
We always call Southside a district on the rise, not only academic standards, but also population. How do you plan for seemingly thousands of more families coming and more kids here at Southside High School?
Well, one, we're lucky this year because we're fully staffed. They're thankful for our HR department, all the work they've done and all the stuff we got here. So that's a big thing. Then in planning. So a lot of it is about planning before students get here. And so once they get here, we have some procedures and processes in place so that hopefully the crowds don't get too big and we're able to handle everything.
All right, Principal, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Guys, if you have any questions about Southside ISD, we have all those answers. Just head to KSAT.com. Reporting on the South Side, Max Massey, KSAT 12 News.
Paradise continues to burn as wildfires burn in Hawaii. A look at the devastation those flames are causing. The scope of devastation from the deadliest wildfire in U.S. history is growing. The death toll climbing to at least 96 people, and there are still hundreds missing.
ABC's Melissa Don reports that recovery assistance is starting to pour into the island.
Maui's grim new milestone, now the deadliest wildfire disaster in modern U.S. history. New video from Tuesday night of the wind-whipped inferno shows how people cowered at the seawall for hours as fast-moving flames burned much of Lahaina to the ground. The fire taking the life of Carol Hartley.
She was beautiful. She was beautiful in her own way. She had a heart of gold, and she cared about other people more than herself.
68-year-old Franklin Trejos died after staying behind, trying to save his home and help others. Unimaginable loss, and with hundreds still unaccounted for. ABC's Will Carr going to one of the family assistance centers where people are searching for their loved ones. This man looking for his 98-year-old aunt.
What was the last you heard?
She was at the senior center in Lahaina.
Being evacuated?
Yes. It also burned down.
There's growing frustration and questions about why warnings were never sent out. The Hawaii Emergency Management Agency confirming the island's comprehensive siren systems, often used to warn of possible tsunamis, were not activated. Hawaii's governor says the fire traveled 1 mile every minute, with winds clocked between 60 and 81 miles per hour.
When the fire sparked, there were several fires across Maui. One fire was deemed to be out. It must not have been completely extinguished.
The community calling for accountability. One class action lawsuit has been filed, accusing power companies of leaving their power lines energized when they knew there was a risk of high fire danger. Hawaiian Electric telling us they cannot comment on pending litigation and that the cause of the fire has not yet been determined. Access to Lahaina from this main roadblock is only for emergency response crews. We're talking about hundreds of American Red Cross, FEMA search and rescue crews that have arrived to the island, as well as much needed critical supplies. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Maui.
And back here at home, no clouds in that sky.
We've been looking at this same picture for weeks.
Ton of heat, right? Yeah.
Is that a real picture?
It is. It's a real picture.
Is that like live?
That's live. It's the live cam.
I don't.
You know, it's hard to tell when there's no clouds in the sky, right? Now, the aquifer is actually down 0.7 of a foot over the past 24 hours. The aquifer continues to need a good drink of water. At least with this hot weather pattern, we don't have that many issues with the pollen count. Molds are the only allergen present, and they are low. Long time since I've had to use this graphic, but after school, you're picking up your kids. It's going to be hot, 104 degrees this afternoon, right around 4 o'clock. So please use caution as you're picking up those kiddos. And keep in mind that there are some positive things to talk about in the forecast. A slim chance for rain tomorrow and hope for the week to come. Details ahead.
Welcome back. San Antonio children are heading back to school this week, and a lot of them started today.
We love to see those back to school photos, and so does Fiona Gorstiza with SA Live. So Fiona, how are they today? They look good? Nice photos?
They do. And that's what we want to see are those back to school photos because, you know, we have a lot of back to school stuff on the show, so we're going to take care of you today, but definitely share those, scan that QR code on your screen, and we would love to see them as they head off to school.
Oh, the kids are always so cute.
I love it. With their little bowls, they're all smiles.
Yeah.
But it's funny because at the end of the day, when you pick them up, they do not look the same.
No, and make sure when you hold up that, you know, back to school sign, you have the right date on it. I actually wrote the wrong date. You know, it was off by a day. Had to erase it, start over.
Oh, no. Well, we do know one thing. When they go to school and they come back home this afternoon, it's going to be a little warm. A little warm.
And Sarah, you gave great advice because, you know, cool that car.
Yeah, maybe get a little, instead of preheating your car, pre-cool your car because it is so hot outside. Take a look across the nation because we do have some changes to talk about. You know, the sure sign that seasons are gradually starting to change is when we get weak cool fronts moving through North Texas. And we've got a weak cool front moving through North Texas right now. You can see that parent system. We've got a low pressure system up near Iowa, the Great Lakes. This is pulling in some cooler air from the north. And behind this system, that's where we've got this very weak cool front. Now, we are not going to see a cool down from this front because it's going to fall apart as it moves south towards San Antonio. But when you look at temperatures across the state, it's actually in the 70s up in the Panhandle. Now, this is a very weak cool front. That heat high is still the dominant weather pattern in the forecast over the coming days. So it is still going to be very hot around San Antonio. However, that cool front is going to provide the slimmest of margins for an isolated shower or storm tomorrow, mainly south of San Antonio. But take a look at the futurecast temperatures for the day today. It's only going to get up to 80 degrees in Amarillo and Lubbock. Dallas is actually going to stay below 100 degrees. We're still going to be at 104 here in San Antonio. But this is a look at 5 p.m. this afternoon. A few showers along that front, particularly near Waco and out across parts of West Texas. As we go into tomorrow, now again, that front is going to fall apart as it moves through San Antonio. Really, it's just going to act like a dry line and bring in some drier air from the north. So fire danger tomorrow is going to be even higher with drier air in place throughout the day and a stout north wind as well. But as that front dissipates and falls apart south of San Antonio, there will be a few isolated showers and storms. You can see that in the afternoon tomorrow, folks south of San Antonio, Carrizo Springs, even as far as Wilson County, Pleasanton, and Atascosa County, Beeville, have a slightly better chance for rain than San Antonio. San Antonio's chance for rain tomorrow is a measly 10%. Okay, you're probably not going to see rain, but there will probably be some rain on the radar in south central Texas, mainly south. And you can see that it's still going to be a hot day today. We're still talking 103 for the high temperature in San Antonio. Even in the hill country, it's still going to get to the triple digits. If you happen to get one of those quick cooling showers, you hit the lottery, but the rest of us are going to be very, very hot tomorrow. And then just when we get that little tease of a weak cool front through Texas, that heat high settles over the state again, and we're actually going to be even hotter on Thursday, 106 in San Antonio for the high. The power grid is going to be stressed a little in the coming days. What I'm showing you here are the ERCOT supply and demand forecast. The forecast demand is this red bar. The forecast supply is the blue line here. Now, at 7 p.m. tomorrow and Wednesday, it's going to cut it pretty close. And right now, actually at 3 p.m., on Thursday, forecast demand is expected to exceed supply. Now, this is still a long time in the future, and ERCOT does not expect any kind of interruption in power, but it is something that we're going to keep a close eye on. Right now outside, 90 feels like 96. As we look at this evening, it's going to be a hot one. Temperatures are going to still be at 99 degrees at 8 p.m. And looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast tomorrow, 94 at noon, 103 for the high, and again, only a small 10% chance for a stray shower in San Antonio. So when can we see the last 100-degree day of 2023? We'll have to wait and see. By Sunday, that'll be our 55th. Coming up, we're going to talk a little bit about the tropics after the break.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
Oh man, whoever's in there, like we're gonna roll. I'm gonna be aggressive. We're gonna push the ball down the field and try to go win the game.
Yeah, Cowboys came close to winning their first preseason game. No Dak Prescott Saturday night, but a lot of Cooper Rush. He finished 10 of 12, 83 yards. Third stringer Will Greer also got to see a lot of action. He passed for 199 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. The Jaguars' Nathan Rourke had that wild touchdown pass. The defense had him, then they didn't. Oh, you know, there's going to be a lot of film study going on this week after that loss. Jags won it 28-23. And here's a look at the final 2 preseason games for the Houston Texans and Dallas. Let's see, it's Miami at Houston on Saturday, then Dallas and Seattle on Saturday as well, 9 o'clock. And the Cowboys and Texans only have 2 more total. It was an inspirational, emotional, and fun night Saturday for the Spurs and the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Tony Parker made it the Big 3 again, along with Coach Popovich being inducted in the Hall of Fame. Coach Pop got emotional several times, one describing his start in basketball, and again when talking about his family. Pop had his moments, but some of the best came when he talked about learning from the Spurs presenting him at the Hall of Fame. Tony Parker had his wife, kids with him as well, and his parents, and of course the French Mafia. Former Silver Star guard, Spurs assistant coach, and current Las Vegas Aces head coach Becky Hammon did not get to the Hall until early Saturday morning. She had a game the night before, coaching her team with the best record in the WNBA. We caught up with Becky on the red carpet prior to her acceptance speech, and she got all choked up several times, including the part when she was talking about Pop.
You display excellence, you expect excellence, and model how to become excellent in your everyday routine and how you go about your work. You spoke courage into me with a phone call as I was getting ready to coach that first summer league team in 2015. You said, just be you, you're gonna be great. And you've texted me that. I don't even know if you know how many times you've actually texted me that. Just be you, just be you, just be you. And you've changed the trajectory of my life and of so many other girls and young women. Thank you, I love you.
See Pop getting emotional. That's the most emotional you're ever going to see from him. Tears in his eyes, blowing a kiss to Becky. If you have not seen these speeches from Pop, from Tony, or from Becky, you need to go. They're all over the internet. You can find the whole speech. I would, if you're a real Spurs fan, you need to go watch these speeches because they were something else. They were a joy to watch.
And bring some tissues.
Yeah, you might bring a tissue or two.
Well, we have a lot more to come. A company is recalling some cookie dough because there could be an unexpected ingredient hiding in the product. Details after the break. Shell is facing a lawsuit for a massive fire at one of its chemical plants. The state of Texas is suing the oil giant and a subsidiary of Mexican state oil company Pemex. Together, they own and operate the chemical and refinery complex near Houston that went up in flames in May. The Wall Street Journal reports the state officials allege the fire caused mass quantities of contaminants in the air. The pollutants also allegedly flowed into nearby waterways. The Texas Commission on Environmental Quality is asking for unspecified monetary damages and other relief. And we're getting some grim insights on the toll the war in Ukraine is having. Officials say about 500 children have died so far. In addition, more than 1,000 are hurt and more than 1,500 have been affected. All this comes as a result of Russia's full-scale armed aggression. That's according to Ukraine's Prosecutor General's office. Officials say the numbers are not final, as they are still working to gauge the impact in some areas seeing heavy fighting.
We now go to Atlanta, Georgia, where former President Donald Trump has his legal team could be dealing with new charges related to the 2020 election.
The Fulton County District Attorney just wrapped up a 2.5-year investigation. ABC's Rena Roy reports she will now present her case to a grand jury as early as today.
A potential fourth indictment is looming for former President Donald Trump, this time in Georgia, after a 2.5-year investigation into his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election results in the state.
He lost this state, and he continued to say he didn't lose it.
Sources tell ABC News Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis is presenting her case to a grand jury today. In 2022, a Georgia special grand jury heard testimony from more than 75 witnesses, including Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who Trump called after the election, allegedly pressuring Raffensperger to find the votes needed to win.
I just want to find 11,780 votes.
Trump made 2 other phone calls to state officials in late 2020 and early 2021. Trump tried to get Willis disqualified, but the courts have not gone along. She appears likely to charge him and a number of his allies. The former president denying any wrongdoing in this case.
We don't take plea deals because I did nothing wrong. It's called election interference.
Also testifying before the special grand jury in 2022, Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, who was on that call with Raffensperger. And now several more witnesses have publicly confirmed they were called in to testify, including journalist George Chitty, who reported that he had stumbled upon a meeting of alternate Trump electors at the state capitol and says that he was kicked out. Trump is still the leading Republican candidate for 2024 and tells ABC he is not concerned about holding that lead. Rena Roy, ABC News, Atlanta.
President Biden's son, Hunter Biden's legal issues continue. His lawyers are now saying that the deal they struck with the special counsel David Weiss regarding a felony gun charge is, quote, valid and binding. That statement came in a court filing this weekend. However, there's no word if Weiss agrees with that stance. Meanwhile, Weiss's legal team said in a court filing last week that the trial will likely be needed. Hunter Biden's lawyers say that going to trial might be avoided, and they hope to reach a resolution before that potentially happens.
And outside with LiveCam 93, happy first day of school to many of the kids in our area.
Many kids heading back to school, and thank goodness the air conditioning works in a lot of our buildings because, man, it is hot out there today. It's already 93 degrees at the airport, and take a look at the forecast for the remainder of the afternoon. We're going to get up to about 103 this afternoon for the high, right around 4. We'll be at 103. We're actually getting up to 104, for the high today. With temperatures struggling to fall this evening, we'll be still at 95 by 9 p.m. Here's an interesting graphic for you. Take a look at this August so far. Every single day has been above 100 degrees. In fact, we're 5.7 degrees above average for the month so far. This is the hottest stretch in recorded history for San Antonio, and records date back to the 1880s. We've had 48 100-degree days, and today will make 49. So that's the bad news. Here's some positive weather headlines that we're going to talk about in the forecast. There's a cool front moving through Texas. It's not going to get cold here, but there is a small chance for rain tomorrow as that front falls apart as it moves through San Antonio. And we'll check on the tropics. There are now some areas to watch. Of course, a hurricane is not positive news, but when it comes to the tropics, we can get some harmless low pressure systems that may hope to change up our weather pattern in the extended period. And speaking of the extended period, that heat high, there are some indications that it will weaken next week. We'll talk more in depth about these coming up in just a bit. David, Tiffany.
Sarah, now to the 13-year-old boy who survived a nearly 100-foot fall from the north rim of the Grand Canyon. First responders risking their own safety to save him. As Janae Norman tells us, now the boy is telling his story and sharing his gratitude.
Falling nearly 100 feet over the side of a cliff into the Grand Canyon, and this morning living to tell the harrowing story.
I almost died. I was like inches away from death at that time.
13-year-old Wyatt Kaufman was vacationing with his mom, Carol, as they explored the Bright Angel Point.
Taking pictures with my cell phone and my camera, and then I went all the way up onto the very top of the point. And it's flat out there, and you can see the entire canyon. It is beautiful up there.
He says as other visitors came and went, getting their own pictures, he was trying to stay out of the way when he slipped and tumbled down.
Once they were getting up and they were done with the picture, and I kind of stood up, I lost my grip, and that's when I started to fall back. I cannot remember anything past that point.
High winds making a helicopter rescue impossible, so search and rescue crews resorting to using ropes and a Stokes basket to reel the teen back to safety. lucky to be alive. A 44-year-old man died after accidentally falling 200 feet in the same area a year ago, which is notoriously narrow. The Grand Canyon, the scene of nearly 80 over-the-edge incidents in the last decade.
Just remember, it only takes one moment of inattentiveness or one slip to potentially fall up to several hundreds of feet.
Now on his way home to North Dakota, the teen saying he's a little beaten, bruised, but grateful.
I want to thank the park rangers, the park, the national park, everybody that helped me get out of there and helped me be able to be alive.
Incredible story. Now, Nestle USA is voluntarily recalling some of its chocolate chip cookie dough. The company says 2 batches of the Break and Bake bar products potentially contain wood fragments. The affected batches were produced in April. No illnesses or injuries have been reported. Anyone who purchased the dough should return it for replacement or refund. Nestle says it is confident this is an isolated issue and apologies for the inconvenience.
If you are planning to travel Labor Day weekend, you might want to add a little extra cash to your bank accounts because gas prices are on the rise again. The cost of regular is above $4 a gallon in 11 states. That's according to AAA. Others are nearing that threshold, and the national average is up to $3.85. That's the highest it's been in about 10 months, and it's up 2 cents from just last week. Oil prices are up because Russia and Saudi Arabia have been cutting global supply. In the U.S., some refineries are even struggling because of that heat.
If you book some last-minute summer trips, that procrastination might translate to savings, while you may see ticket prices drop.